Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy WattsTV man, and today we have a topic video. Today we are talking about Travis Hunter and his fiance. But before we get into it, please do me a favor. Do not forget to share, like, and subscribe. It really helps out with the channel. Guys, make sure you keep subscribing. I'm trying to hit 15K by the end of this year, so I only got a couple of more weeks, so make sure y'all run it up. Subscribe. I can't say it enough. Also, make sure that you join the Discord. I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. And also make sure that you follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/watts_tv94. Guys, tomorrow, you guys got to make sure that you pull up, all right? Because 9 a.m. tomorrow, I am going to be streaming for 24 hours. So from 9:30 tomorrow to 9:30 Friday, I am going to be live streaming. So make sure y'all pull up. I'm going to be interacting with you guys. I'm going to be reacting to stuff. I'm going to be gaming, and I'm going to be fighting sleep. So you are going to want to make sure that you do not miss this. And like I said before, make sure you give your boy a subscription while you're at it. So without further ado, let's just get into this video. All right, guys, I'm not going to hold you. I was very reluctant to talk about this situation because I pretty much already knew what I was gonna say. So let's back up. So Travis Hunter is a famous football player that just won the Heisman, and he's about to go into the NFL essentially. He has a fiance, and basically the general public is viewing her as a possible gold digger. And I can tell you guys one of the reasons as to why this situation blew up to this magnitude and why there is so much attention on their relationship. I mean, if we call it a spade, it's because of her. Recently, she has admitted that Travis Hunter essentially was not her type. So when you say something like that, that leads everyone else to believe or think, well, what is your type? Was he only your type when you figured out he was a famous football player that was going to be in the NFL? And if we're being honest here, it just made him look bad because now everyone thinks that he essentially wifed up a gold digger. And my entire thing with her saying that is, why are you oversharing? You did not have to say that he originally was not your type. Why would you even say that about your partner, about the person that you are going to marry? I don't know about you guys. I think it's a little she's not the only woman that I heard say that. I ain't like him at first. I thought he was a little ugly. He wasn't my type. Like, why are you? That's kind of rude. Like, why are you saying that about the person that you supposedly love and the person that you are going to spend the rest of your life with? It's kind of mean. So it especially does not look good in your case, since Travis Hunter is indeed a famous football player who is going to the NFL, who is going to make a lot of money. So what changed? Now he looks more attractive to you? Do you see what I'm saying? This is why this entire situation is blowing up, because she yapping too much. Speaking of yapping, she felt the need to make a 7-minute video explaining herself, and again, over explaining herself, where she's basically trying to set the record straight. So that is what we are going to be reacting to today. So make sure you guys got a snack, a drink, because this is a 7-minute long yap session. Let's get into it.
Okay, I'm going to be addressing all this stuff online because I'm tired emotionally and mentally of seeing people try to make me out to be a person that I am not. But what's a testimony without a test of faith? So I'm going to start from the very beginning with this my type thing. I got permission from Travis to say these things because these are previously things I didn't want online.
Already this is stupid. Because she said she got Travis's permission to say these things. He should have told her, and I'm gonna attribute it to him being young. He should have told her, do not say anything. Do not say anything. It's going to make us look worse. It's going to make me look worse. Just let it die. Just let it die. Because at the end of the day, it's no one else's business what you think and how you feel within your own relationship. Like, we should know whatever you are about to say. We shouldn't know any of this at all. And honestly, if you were a genuine person and you knew how you felt, you shouldn't feel the need to explain yourself. I'm just saying, I understand you are coming from a place where you feel the need that you have to defend yourself. But when it comes to the outside noise, you have nothing to prove to anybody. You just need to continue to love this man. If you do, you need to continue to love him and mind y'all own business and let y'all relationship be y'all relationship. And that's it. You should have just let it die. But no, of course, you had to yap for 7 minutes.
But I'm going to tell y'all the full story just so y'all know. So Travis, when he first ever DM'd me, when we first met, I said I left him in my DM for 2 months, and people said, damn, oh, she left him in his DM until she figured out who he was. That is not true at all. The real reason Travis sat in my DM for 2 months is because he DM'd me when he had a girlfriend, and her name was in his bio, so I instantly knew he had a partner. So I exited the message, and he sat there until he was single. I don't do home wrecking. I'm not a side piece. I don't stand for any of those things. I support women, so I would never do that to another woman because I would never want it done to me. So I ignored him until he was single. That's the real reason he sat in my DM. Then the second thing, when I said he wasn't my type, I did not mean attractiveness. I don't have a physical type, period. No two men that I previously dated look the same. My first one was...
Wait a minute. Hold up. That's... Before she gets into who she previously dated, she said that he basically was a cheater. He doesn't do home wrecking. She doesn't do cheaters and doesn't do all of that, right? But why are you with him now? Because anybody who has lived a life, they would know that if they are willing to cheat with you, they are also going to be willing to cheat on you as well. So you have to be careful. But why would you even want to put yourself in that situation of where you could possibly be cheated on if you did consider him to be a cheater? It already doesn't make sense to me, but whatever.
A white cowboy. Second one was a Mexican soccer player. Then I dated a black man who was a SoundCloud rapper. And then Travis.
Wait, time out. Go back.
I did not mean attractiveness. I don't have a physical type, period. No two men that I previously dated look the same. My first one was a white cowboy. Second one was a Mexican soccer player. Then I dated a black man who was a SoundCloud rapper. And then Travis. So I have never dated the same type physically.
How dare you? I've never dated the same type of person physically. Never. That is never the case. I do not have a physical type. Monetarily, though. Money. Now that's different. If we talking about money, hey, this is the biggest bag I ever came up on. All right, now all the other guys, they had money, but this one, I'm sorry. This is just me being silly.
Care about what people look like or what they can give me. I date people for who they are as a person, how they honor God, and how they treat the people around them. And Travis is all the above. So when I said he wasn't my type, I meant because he was younger than me. I had never dated no one younger than me, and he had cheated on his girlfriend. I don't know if your type is cheaters, but mine isn't.
Apparently it is, because you decided to get with him anyway. See, this is where See, you aren't fooling me. And this is why a lot of people also do not believe you. You cannot say my type isn't a cheater when you are now engaged to a cheater. So no, your type is starting to seem like your type is money. I'm not going to say that's the case for sure, because I personally do not know you, and I can't say that about you, and that would be very unfair for me. But that's what it's starting to seem like.
So no, he wasn't my type at first off of those two things, but that didn't discredit the fact that I was attracted to him. That's obviously why I gave him a chance. And then I learned he truly is a phenomenal and wonderful human being, and that's why we're together, and that's why we're still together to this day. So that's that. Okay, the next clip was at the game after they just won like their last game. People thought I was upset with him celebrating with cheerleaders. I don't know where that came from, because he never celebrated with cheerleaders. So that I don't know where that started, but that's not what I said. But what y'all didn't see before the clip, me and him were talking. We had already interacted. I had already said congratulations. I had already kissed him over the fence that we couldn't get through. So the real reason why I was mad is because the security, and you can ask any of the family members who was actually there, they didn't want no one to storm the field. So they had thousand security people holding everyone back. But the people in the field were like, let the family down. Like, the family can come down. So everyone was going back and forth. I was arguing with the security guard because he wouldn't let no family through. But they let the cheerleaders on the opposing team get through the fences. So I was like, so when I finally got down to the field, that's why I told Travis, like, he had already seen it. I already congratulated him. We had already spoke, got on the field. And then I was upset because I had just finished arguing with somebody. And then what y'all don't see after 5-second clip is right after that, I let it go. I was like, you know what, like, celebrate. We took pictures. We were with our families. And then we went to his meet and greet, had another wonderful event there. That's all that happened in that.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I can buy that. I can buy that. That honestly doesn't sound too far-fetched at all. And one thing that I will say about the internet and just social media in general, people can take a 5-second, 7-second clip and just run with this crazy ass narrative that wasn't even there. You guys just basically created it in your heads, and that just wasn't the case. Like, I get it, I understand, and I can get by this. So I mean, yeah, I can see how that would be very frustrating, and sure, fine, I can buy that, whatever.
That was literally that. Nothing. It was not deeper than anyone made it out to be. And yeah, next clip, the Adidas pop-up shop this past weekend. People are saying that I'm like, what am I supposed to do, just sit here? That's not what I said. First of all, I said, baby, do you want me to sit here, or do you want me to go with the family, or do you want me to come with you? Because what y'all don't know, again, off of a 7-second clip, is those weren't fans, by the way. He had already finished that part. He had finished meeting with the fans. I was there the entire time, taking pictures, talking to them, everything. The girls that were there, they were the Adidas, they worked for Adidas. So we were taking pictures for social post. That's who those people were. I wasn't annoyed with no fans at all. I'm never annoyed with fans. So that's what that was. And then Travis was getting ready to leave. He had to be at a rehearsal for the Heisman ceremony. They had to do walkthroughs and stuff like that. So I was asking him, I was like, do you want me just to sit here? Do you want me to go back to the hotel? Like, do you want me to wait for our family? Because his family was in there shopping. Because Adidas let them go pick out stuff in the store. It's like a 4-story Adidas. So they're all doing that. I was like, what do you want me to do? Like, do I stay here? Do I come with you? Like, what? And he was like, you could do what you want. Like, you could sit there. You can go shop. You can come to the hotel. You can walk around. That's what he was saying to me. I don't know. Like I said, the things that I see people make up is truly crazy because it's not what happened. And I just think people are just finding every single little thing and trying to make it something it's not. And then bird brain individuals are just accepting what they see online. Okay, now the last thing, this actual Heisman ceremony. This is making me so mad because anyone who knows me knows I support Travis and
yes, Jesus Christ. So, like I said, a yap session. Like, she did not have to do all of this. If she just shut the fuck up, everything would have went away on its own. That's it. That's all she had to do was shut up, but no.
Every win, everything he does, because I truly, truly love that man. He is perfect in my eyes. So
he's perfect, but he was a cheater. Okay.
When his name was called, I instantly was gonna, if you watch the video, you can see me like, but his mom didn't get up. So I was like, oh, maybe I don't get up. Maybe I just sit here with her. So I sat there, and then y'all said Coach Prime had to tell me to get up. No, he didn't. He said, go get him. Go get your man. Like, and once Travis stood up, but he didn't have to do that because I was going to do that anyways. As soon as I seen Travis get up, then I thought it was appropriate to stand up.
I can get behind that too, because that sounds, I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, you are in a setting that you aren't familiar with, and you don't know whether you can, if it's appropriate for you to stand, or if you have to sit down, and it's okay for you to, like, congratulate your man. You obviously don't want to look like a thirsty, overzealous chick, you know. I get it, and I also can get behind that as well. Like, I understand. That doesn't sound too far-fetched either. Like, I get it. I would probably be confused too. Like, is it okay? Like, can I stand, or do I continue to sit? Do I have to wait for him to come to me? Like, yeah.
Greet him, congratulate him, but then there was a camera right in front of Coach Prime, and I knew they were gonna film that moment, and because of how people are online, I was like, I don't want to be in that shot, so I'm gonna sit down.
Yeah, because you do not, now that she mentioned it, she got a good point, because you do not want to look like Russell Wilson's ex-girlfriend when he got the call that he was going to the NFL. You don't want that picture. She looks so happy. Oh man, that picture is hilarious and terrifying. God, I'm glad he got was here.
So I try to sit down so I'm not in the camera while I'm crying. People are gonna be like, oh, why is she crying? Like, stuff like that. And so I got out of the camera purposefully so they can have their moment. That's all it was. No one told me to stand up. No one had to tell me to celebrate with him. I was just sitting there crying. I wanted to take it in myself too. I was super excited for him.
What the fuck is going on with that cat?
But I wanted the moment to be about him and his family. And that's another thing. People are like, why did he sit next to her? Why was his mom? We had assigned seats. Seats. I didn't have a choice where I sat. They are obviously going to put someone and their partner together. So I had the seat right next to him because that was my assigned seats. I didn't have a choice. And then the hugging thing. Travis came and hugged me because he just went down the line. I was first in line, then his mom, then Coach Prime. He came straight to me first. I didn't tell him to do that. I didn't have to tell him to do anything. He's a grown man. He can do what he wants.
It's also his fiance. Like, what are you talking about? Like, when you get engaged, or when you are preparing to get married, your wife, your partner is always going to come first before anybody. Like, until you have kids, obviously, but your wife is always going to come first.
But yeah, everyone is making this crazy narratives in their head, so I just wanted to clear it up. And that is the truth. That's what happens in all those videos. And I will not be addressing this again. I didn't want to address it, but here we are.
All right, so just to sum this up, is it possible that this woman got with Travis for his money? Yes, it is possible. But on the other hand, is it also possible that she genuinely cares for him and she genuinely loves him? Yes, that could also be the truth. And I will say, you guys like to create your own narratives when you see 5-second, 7-second clips. Like, I will admit that as well. But what I will say about this is stop talking. Like, what are you doing? Stop talking. If you know what is going on within your own relationship, that's all that matters. You should not have said anything, because you honestly kind of made it just a little bit worse, especially when you pretty much revealed that he was cheating on his ex-girlfriend. And it's even weirder because you said your type isn't cheaters, but you are currently about to marry one. So people can look at that and say, oh, you know what? She a gold digger because she said her type isn't cheaters, but I guess she'll make an exception for the bag. Yo, just stop talking. Just stop talking. You shouldn't have said anything. From this point on, just shut up. Just please shut up. And I'm going to be honest with you. Your relationship is not my business. It's not anybody's business. Nobody should be knowing the ins and outs of your relationship. And honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. What happens between them, I don't care. I could give two shits. I do not care. That's their business. Like, why we're even talking about this is beyond me. That's my takeaway from all of this. Just ignore the noise and just do what you guys want to do. Stop giving the public the ammo that they need to try to tear you down. If you are a genuine person like you claim to be, just ignore it. Don't say anything else, because you're just making it look 20 times worse. Be secure in your relationship. Be secure in your marriage, and just let everything else die. Because let's say if this works out and you guys are married for 6, 10 years, whatever, people are going to look stupid because you guys are obviously still together and you still want to be married, and people are probably no longer going to call you a gold digger. So yeah, just shut up, support your man, stop over explaining, and just let this situation die. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you agree with anything that I said? Do you disagree? Please do me a favor, let me know in the comments down below. Do not forget to join the Discord. I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. Make sure you follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/watts_tv94. Make sure that you pull up to the 24-hour live stream tomorrow. And again, make sure that you subscribe. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.